It was a warm, sunny afternoon. The boy sat by the window, resting his chin in his hand. A gentle breeze moved the curtains, and sunlight made his black, wavy hair shine. He looked outside, thinking about nothing and everything. Suddenly, a shiny black crow landed on the windowsill. Its feathers sparkled in the sun like little pieces of night sky. The boy smiled. "Hey there," he said softly. "Want to go outside?" The crow let out a friendly caw and flew down into the garden. The boy quickly stood up, slipped on his shoes, and followed. They met near the flower bed. The crow hopped between the daisies, and the boy laughed. Then they walked past the apple tree and down a little path that led to the lake. Near the water, there was a small hill with green grass and a big berry bush. That place was called Berry Hill, though no one had put a sign there. Everyone just knew it. As they reached the hill, they saw a hedgehog sniffing around the bush. His nose twitched, and his tiny basket rested beside him. "Hi!" the boy called out. The hedgehog looked up. "Oh, hello! I'm looking for berries. I want to make jam for the winter." The boy and crow looked at each other. "We can help," said the boy cheerfully. So the three of them began picking berries. The crow flew into the bush and grabbed small red berries with his beak. The boy picked the lower berries with his hands. The hedgehog searched the ground for the ones that had fallen. At first, it was easy. The berries were everywhere, but after a while, they had to search harder. The crow flew higher into the bush. The boy reached between the branches. The hedgehog crawled deeper into the leaves. The crow made his own little pile beside a rock. He was proud. His wings puffed up. It was the biggest pile. The boy smiled and walked to the crow. "Nice work, buddy." But then he saw the hedgehog's basket. It was still almost empty. The crow saw it too. He stopped moving. He tilted his head. The boy watched the crow carefully. "Is something wrong?" The crow looked at his own pile, then at the basket, then back to his pile. He turned away and sat down. The boy sat next to him. "You found a lot. That's great," he said gently. "But do you think it would be kind to share?" The crow didn't answer. He looked at his berries. He had worked hard. He was fast. He was smart. He deserved them, right? But then he looked at the hedgehog. The hedgehog was still searching slowly, carefully. He looked tired, but he was smiling. He didn't ask for help. The crow felt something soft in his chest, a quiet feeling. He stood up, picked up a few berries, and walked to the hedgehog's basket. He dropped them in. Then he went back and grabbed more and more. Soon, half of his pile was in the basket. The hedgehog blinked in surprise. "For me?" the crow chirped. "Thank you, little friend," said the hedgehog. "Now I can make my jam. I'll save a jar for you." The crow's eyes lit up. The boy gave him a gentle pat. "That was kind. Doesn't it feel good?" The crow nodded. They all sat under a tree. The sun was lower now, turning gold. They ate some berries together and watched the lake shine like silver. That evening, the crow didn't fly home right away. He stayed a bit longer, feeling warm, not just from the sun, but from inside. He learned something important that day. When you share, your heart grows bigger, and sometimes that's better than having the biggest pile